You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, we're going to be talking about Major League Baseball here in this video. As you guys know, Houston Astros are public enemy number one when it comes to Major League Baseball. A lot of people hate the Astros. They make it seem also like the Astros are the only team cheating. And the Astros did win the 2017 World Series when they were actually using technology to steal signs. That came out. A.J. Hinch lost his job. Astros end up firing him and the general manager. But however, the Astros have proven that they are a really, really good organization, as they've been to two other World Series since the 2017 World Series win. And guys, I'm not a fool. I've said it before. The Astros were not the only team doing that. And Rob Manfred, he has to release that letter that was sent to the Yankees. We still don't have the release of that letter yet. But I truly do believe that the Yankees were up to no good too, probably on the level of the Astros. But we don't know what that letter says yet. And MLB definitely wants to keep that under wraps, because I truly believe, folks, that Major League Baseball knows for a fact that it was not just the Astros. And now, guys, we actually have a former Dodger that's come out and exposed pretty much all of baseball for Astros level cheating. Check this out. Former Dodgers outfielder Steven Souza says more than half the league was cheating like the Astros. Half of the league, folks. And the reason why this came about is that over there on Twitter, this one Dodgers talk, that's his name right here, names his favorite player, Clayton Kershaw. And of course, you know, the Dodgers lost to the Astros in 2017 World Series. And the player that he said that he disliked was Jose Altuve, the second baseman for the Houston Astros. Now, Steven Souza says this: I know you don't want to hear this, but those Astro guys are actually some really good human beings over there. But also, it gets even deeper because, you know, some people want the Astros to suffer and want to make it seem like, you know, they were the only ones. And you can see here, Buster Olney talks about how great Altuve is, and Steven Souza says it's 100% genuine. Buster, this guy's one of the best teammates I've been around. And he even goes on more, replying to other people as well. And this one person says, I'm sure they are talking about they're good guys when they're not cheating at the highest level of competition. And then Steven Souza says, I'm not going to get into all that, but you should know that if you think Houston was the only team with a sign-stealing system, you're dead wrong. And pretty much every team is going to have a sign-stealing system. But it's going to get deeper here, guys. It's going to get deeper. Another person, actually same person, says, well, at least this means that one of the Nats, Rays, D-bats, Cubs, Dodgers, or Mariners is or was cheating in some form, the severity of which is still in question. Then Steven Souza says, I'm not talking about teams I played on. I'm talking about more than half of the league. Now, Steven Souza has been on quite a few teams. This man just said half the league was cheating. Then also, another person says the cheating was bad, okay, but what really made me hate them was how they reacted when we all found out they were cheaters. They were classless, saying it didn't matter, not a real apology from any of the stars, or the stinking scumbag owner. Correa was the worst. Good guys, no. Steven Souza then says, I'm not denying that they did that. And I can understand your disappointment in that. But they were used as a scapegoat for the rest of the league. And they didn't drag anyone else into it. MLB knows more than what we were actually told. Now, here's the kicker here. Did other teams use tech like Houston and Boston? Steven Souza says, yep. So half of the league to him, he's saying, and I'm pretty sure he knows because he's been on quite a few teams, half of the league had Astros level cheating with technology. Now, also check this out. Chris Sale, he came out last week and said, I know for a fact Astros weren't only team cheating, because there's a clip here. We're going to play it. And he was on the 2018 Boston Red Sox team that won the World Series, and they were cheating as well. But listen to this, because we know that what's the guy's name? I can't think of the guy's name right now, but he actually came out and said that the Astros 2017 championship is tainted, and he was actually on the team. But let's listen to this clip.
So you would be somebody who would agree with Beltran when he says that
Carlos Beltran, that's who it was.
So you would be somebody who would agree with Beltran when he says that Astros World Series win is tainted then?
Man, you're asking me some good questions at 7:55 in the morning, man.
Guy's just trying to have his coffee, and
well, I mean,
I don't drink coffee. I'm just trying to enjoy my water, man.
He's the one who said it.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If the Astros were the only team doing it, then yeah, give it back, take it back. I know for a fact they weren't. So. You all these people pointing fingers. Well, hey, take a check in the mirror real quick. Make sure that you and your team weren't doing something. What they did was wrong, and I'm not trying to condone it. But I mean, shoot, we're talking 5 years ago now, and we're still talking about this stuff. I'd like to kind of turn the page on it, but it happened. They dealt with it. There's nothing you can really do about it now, sitting here where we are. So you just kind of move on from it.
Okay.
Okay, so there you have it. Chris Sale even admitting the Astros weren't the only team. Now, if you're a fan out there, let's be pretty clear. I've said it for a long time, man. Baseball is the dirtiest sport out there. Whether it's steroids, sign stealing, whatever. This has been going on in baseball for a very, very long time. And I believe that baseball is a copycat league. Why do you think players actually use steroids? It wasn't just on one team. It was across the league. Pine tar, court bats. It wasn't on one team. It was across the league. So if you truly believe that the Astros were the only team videotaping signals and relaying it to the batters, then you're dumb then. You're dumb. This is going on across baseball. And maybe when the Astros got busted, the other teams just put a stop to it because they saw what happened to the Astros. So these players here, man, they just told you guys the Astros weren't the only one. I mean, Steven Souza Jr. said half of the league had Astros level cheating. Wow. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.